State ascoltando RadioCaosItaly.com, la radio in vetrina.
Hello. Good afternoon from Rome, from Radio Chaos Italy, and good morning from Blues and Roots Radio, from where we are broadcasting up there in Canada. Here, still with masks on, it's me and the fantastic Gigi. We are resisting against this threat of another lockdown. But here we are, masks on. And a warm ciao to all of you wherever you are in the world. Keep safe, and we will go over all these hard times. They will pass sooner or later. In the meantime, we are here for you to enjoy some top quality music from all over the world. Music still go on, and I got some lovely new tracks this week sent to me from different parts of the world. This week I have to say mainly from UK, US and Canada. I want to support these artists who, despite these difficult times, they still produce new music. And I want to start today with a woman. Her name is Donna Mary, from the northwest of England, a singer-songwriter rooted in country, folk, rock, Americana and blues music. She released her debut album, or EP, let's say, in 2015, and it was called Broken Love. And since then, she has been doing great in performing in some country music festivals around all UK, and in being broadcast on several radio stations. She has been nominated also Best Musician 2020 for the Bells and Golds Spotlight Awards in London at the World Awards just before the starting of the lockdown. Anyway, this is a new single from her, and we are happy to promote it. Donna Mary, Good Time Girl.
She's a wonder to everyone around. Always runs but never hits the ground. A little make-believe is all she ever needs. From all the lies who she seems to be. She learned it all the hard way. I guess she never tell. Caught up in confusion. Think you know her well. Steal your heart away from you. All because she's a good time girl. Yeah, she's a good time girl. And she never ever lets her heart unfold. Time she spins in her own world makes her such a happy girl. Intensely she relates her life and understands a strong survive. Maybe she's alone for real, but refuses to reveal the innocence that she once held, for she threw it straight to hell. Learning all the hard way, I guess you never tell. Caught up in confusion, think you know who well. She's a good time girl.
Donna Mary, Good Time Girl. Yes, we need to have a good time. Next artist, it's a male. His name is Matthew Frederick. He's a songwriter, still from UK. And I already introduced him in the previous shows, but I want to help him now in the promotion of his debut solo studio album that is called Fragments, which came out on CD, tape and digital earlier this year, 2020. A few shows ago, I played a lovely song from this new album called Laura Jones. And listening to the other tracks of his new release, I wanted that really you could enjoy other very good songs that he wrote and are included in it. Matthew Frederick is a singer-songwriter who writes songs in a, let's say, a blend of acoustic, pop, indie, folk, ballads and blues. Headlining shows in UK and US and Europe, so he traveled quite a lot. And he released 5 albums, 2 EPs and 14 singles since his 2012 debut EP called Venus and Mars. Alongside numerous festivals, television and radio appearances, Matthew Frederick has recorded at London's iconic Media Vale Studios, performed with the BBC National Orchestra of Wales, and was shortlisted for the Welsh Music Prize for his album called Borders. In this debut solo studio album, from which I'm taking these new songs, he plays each and every instrument, beyond composing and singing, of course. So let's listen to this very talented guy and enjoy a couple of songs from him. So I start with a song called Pink Blossom Snow, Matthew Frederick.
Pink blossom snow falling down to the ground as I walk on home. I picked a daffodil, put it on the windowsill all alone. And flowers mean nothing to me, but I know they used to make you happy. It's quiet and I'm all alone, call you on the telephone, no one's home. Look at the daffodils sitting on the windowsill all alone. Flowers mean nothing to me, but I know they used to make you happy. These flowers falling down from the sky, oh why do they make me think of you? These flowers falling down from the trees, oh please let me forget you and your flowers falling down from the sky, oh why do they make me think of you? These flowers falling down from the trees, oh please let me forget. These flowers falling down from the sky, oh why do they make me think of you? These flowers falling down from the trees, oh please let me forget you and your flowers falling down from the sky, oh why do they make me think of you? These flowers falling down from the trees, oh please let me forget you and your flowers falling down from the sky, oh why do they make me think of you? These flowers falling down from the trees, oh please let me forget you and your flowers falling down from the sky, oh why do they make me think of you? These flowers
this was Matthew Frederick with a lovely song from his new release. Let's go on with him. Matthew Frederick, this is Tell Me.
Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Tell me if it's true that we will never be. Tell me if it's me. Or tell me if it's you. Oh, darling, please, I need to know what I can do. Oh, I'm sorry. And whatever it is, I won't do it again. No, I'm sorry. But I've loved you since I don't know way back when. Oh, I'm sorry. And I hope and I pray that this is not the end. Oh, I'm sorry. Tell me if I'm right, or tell me if I'm wrong. You should be within my heart where you belong. So darling, please don't go. I'm begging you to stay. 'Cause I know things are meant to be this way. Oh, I'm sorry. And whatever it is, I won't do it again. No, I'm sorry. But I've loved you since I don't know way back when. Oh, I'm sorry. And I hope and I pray that this is not the end. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. And whatever it is, I won't do it again. No, I'm sorry. But I've loved you since I don't know way back when. Oh, I'm sorry. And I hope and I pray that this is not the end. Oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry. And whatever it is, I won't do it again. No, I'm sorry. But I've loved you since I don't know way back when. Oh, I'm sorry. And I hope and I pray that this is not the end. Oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Happy song. Tell me, tell us, Matthew Frederick, tell us what we should do in these hard times. Anyway, let's move on. And I'm happy that, again, all these artists still produce new music, new releases. Because, guys, it's very hard to go on with music in these times with all the gigs, performances like blocked. Because, I can see around, not only in Italy, we are experimenting pubs and venues closed, but also in UK, in US, all over the world there is this big hold on. Our life is like put in a bubble, waiting that this terrible wave of pandemic will go away. But it will, so let's hold it tight. Next artist is a duo who defines itself as a traveling indie folk, urban, new age rock duo. Woo! I read from their website exactly that definition. traveling indie folk urban new age rock duo. Okay, they met in 2018 in Liverpool and started their artistic collaboration. To be fair, I like the a bit hippie idea of their artistic journey that is strictly related to their life experience, as they also say. They, in fact, have made hips and road trips and hitchhiking trips around different countries and have lots of experiences and stories to be shared with the world through their songwriting. In 2019, Lady Buzz, this is the name of this duo, signed an independent record deal with Glaston Records, and they released their debut album called From the Cities to the Shores. So I wanted to enjoy a couple of tracks from them, from this lovely traveling duo. Let's start with a song called Smoko, and this is Lady Buzz Duo.
On the rooftop, spinning around with my arms out, waiting for the stars to come. I can only see free-eyed and deep past the clouds. Climbing up these rusty ladders to reach that old brick wall in London town. I feel so small. Racing car noises can be heard all around. Invisible voices can also be heard from the ground. I'm stuck right in the circle of concrete London, and we've got these pretend fog clouds while there's bosses all around us. Everyone queues in line to be born. Is that now what we are? We're programmed robots from afar. In formation, can we even feel our hearts? But if we feel the beat and it lifts us up our feet, then go and plant your seed deep in the words. Let him grow and let him be as the tallest, highest trees. Far from suburban madness, escape your man-made dreams. I'm stuck right in the circle of concrete London. Got the overlines and the other truths making this town rumbling. Oh, and Birdman's on the corner, he's writing down his mobile number, wants me to call him. Yeah, he said he got smoke on, smoke on, smoke on in this concrete London. Yeah, he said he got smoke on, smoke on, smoke on in this concrete London. Yeah. Trapped in Cable Street, it's not so bad, the art is neat. But I'm still in London bricks, and the sugar man got tricks. Oh, there's bars on all the doors, a maze with many hidden flaws, and a sweet little jamboree below. Yes, I'm blinded by the smoke, this green pollution is a joke. When I smoke on that I choke, I can't miss what's in the air until I get on out. There are 1,000 roundabouts, away from traffic, police and drunken shouts. I'm stuck right in the circle of concrete London.
Smoko, Lady Birds. And I go on with them with another track from still from their new release. And I really like this mixture of different musical genres. This is Be You, Lady Birds.
Wake up, wash your face, brush your teeth and start the day. Put on what you wanna wear. It don't mean that much to care. We all look beautiful in our skin. We don't let the pressure in when we see those magazines of how we should look in our teens.
Now keep your head up high, show your power and might. Be you, be you. Let your soul shine through me, your dreams come true. Be you, be you. This world, it moves in circles, and we all go our own way. Go slow and try to be careful, as we all do make some mistakes. Now keep your head up high, show your power and might. Be you, be you. Let your soul shine through me, your dreams come true. Me, you, be you.
Gonna tell you now, it's how we feel inside. We don't have to make these changes to give ourselves a smile. Our body is our temple, and it is here for us. So let's embrace ourselves and show us what we're worth.
Now keep your head up high, show your power and might. Be you, be you. Let your soul shine through me, your dreams come true. Me, you, be you. Keep your head up high, show your power and might. Be you, be you. Let your soul shine through me, your dreams come true. Be you, be you. Now keep your head up high, show your power and might. Be you. Let your soul shine through me, your dreams come true. Be you. Keep your head up high, show your power and might. Be you, be you. Let your soul shine through me, your dreams come true.
Be You was another lovely track from the new release of this traveling duo, Lady Birds. Going on with another new release now, from this time a project called the String Bone, and is a project together, for hands, let's say, for hands writing, with Nathan McKay. So String Bone together with Nathan McKay. A song called Two Stars Collide. McKay is a, let's say, electronic music composer, a street producer, while Stringbone is a project, musical project by Payne, Mr. Payne, rooted in Americana music. Payne and McKay found themselves working together in 2012 on the music lineup for a community festival in their hometown of Stratford in Ontario, Canada. And since then, they had in mind a collaboration. And now is their first song together. best described as a folk dance epic. In fact, they released 3 different mixes of the song, one with a focus on folk pop, the second like an electronic dance mix, and the third is a guitar-driven alt country jazz. Woo 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 woo! Okay, talking about Stringbone is the project by Barry James Payne, as said, mixing folk, blues, country, rock from London, Ontario, Canada, not London, UK. Payne has also other musical projects in his pockets, both as a musical promoter, and musician, involved in different bands, like, for instance, the Celtic band Run Maggie Run. Let's enjoy now this new release from this collaboration between Stringbone and Nathan McKay. So a folk, let's say Americana acoustic songwriter together with an electric music composer. Let's see what's going on. So this is Two Stars Collide.
Cars collide at breakneck speed. One rolled over and spilled its seeds. Like 2 locomotives, there was nothing left but damaged parts flying in the air. One small decision changes everything. Like the day you left me in the middle of this thing, I couldn't help myself starting out clean. I was worrying about the stars and just everything. I knew that we were 2 lovers destined. I knew that you were my new romance thing. Fireflies light up the night, courting spellbound in the middle of flight. The sky is dark, save for the stars, the fireflies and Venus and Mars. 2 stars collide, watching Baldry sing. We were dancing on chairs in a sweaty ring. I took you home and we fell in sync. Our hearts were beating to our lovers' beat. I knew that we were 2 lovers destined. I knew that you were my new romance thing.
RadioChaosItaly.com, the web radio station.
State ascoltando RadioChaosItaly.com, la radio in vetrina.
Drink too much sometimes, I know it's out of my hands, out of my hands. I take the party too far, I know it's out of my hands, out of my hands. I can't be vain sometimes, I know it's out of my hands. When I'm thinking I'm big, I get naked too much, I know, but it's out of my hands. When I'm stripping my rig, don't think I should hate myself. Oh, I just think I need a little. I fall in love too much, I know it's out of my hands, out of my hands. I can't be a little full on, I know it's out of my hands, out of my hands. I tell lies also, you know, but it's out of my hands when the truth really drives. Of course, drama and pain and hurt, but it's out of my hands when they're packing their bags. Oh, I don't think I should hate myself. Oh, I just think I need a little help. Oh, just think I need a little help. Just think I need a little help me from the start. Take to find my past and to find my grasp of what it is I know. I'll help you from the start. Your lies on who you are. You treat to find your heart. Yeah, you know, you know. Help me from the start. Take to find my past and to find my grasp of what it is I know. I'll help you from the start. Your lies on who you are. You treat to find your heart. Yeah, you know, you know. I get lost in the maze of my mind, and I get a little depressed sometimes. Oh, I don't think I should hate myself. Oh, I just think I need a little help. Oh, I don't think I should hate myself. Oh, just think I need a little help. Oh, just think I need a little help. Just think I need a little help. Just think I need a little help.
Out of my hands, out of my hands. After the jingle, you listen to the band, the great Leslie, with this song, Out of My Hands. They are a band based in London, let's say, alt rock band, combining raw vocals with rock and roll influence. They are inspired by different kind of music, many artists, between David Bowie or Jeff Buckley or even jazz. So it is a very fresh mixture, fronted by Ollie Travers, a singer-songwriter from Leeds in UK. This song is almost like a confessional, the song you just listened to, about being truthful with yourself, about who you are and about what your faults are, and accepting those things about you. So let's love more ourselves with all our faults and with all our mistakes. I go on now with something more, let's say, our acoustic roots style. And I want to play two instrumental tracks from a lovely guitar player and composer. His name is Chris Flagg from St. Albans in UK, who has produced 11 albums in a range of styles from folk to jazz. Originally from Eastleigh, hopefully I pronounced well, Eastleigh in Hampshire. Chris moved to London to study at the Imperial College, and later he settled in Hertfordshire. His musical background is that he is self-taught, and in the early days, learning from watching to the many great players he met while in London, and mainly resident at the Troubadour Folk Club. If you don't know, the Troubadour Folk Club is a lovely musical venue in London, in a very nice area. I personally played there like 4 or 5 times, and most of the times there were several acts. So maybe they started with a solo act from a guitar player, and then there was a band who was playing like more Latin music, and then more rock, but all let's say more acoustic. So we the program, at least when I was playing there, remained in an acoustic range, and was really lovely. I mean, I really met a lot of very interesting artists there, because it was really not only the fact that you performed in such a lovely venue, but the fact that you could meet a wide range of lovely artists from all over the world. So it was really, really stimulating, really interesting for a musician, for me as a musician, or for the others. So when he said he really, when he was a resident at the Troubadour Folk Club, he met a lot of interesting guitarists. Well, I can understand why, because really in London, well, let's talk about, in my experience, like 10 years ago, was really a melting pot. It was really a place where in these musical venues you could meet a lot of interesting artists. Okay, memories on a side, talking about Chris Flagg, in his musical journey, that was, he spanned over 50 years. He has worked in everything from pop to jazz, solo trios and duos. And I chose 2 tracks from his album called 2020 that was conceived in the UK lockdown of this year, 2020, when gigs were, and unfortunately still are, being cancelled, and most opportunities for performing vanished. For everybody, man, for everybody. So he put together an album of solo guitar pieces based on his back catalogue, and including some also newly written tracks. I will play more about this from this album over the next shows. But now let's enjoy a couple of tracks. So this is Chris Flagg, and the next track is Market Street. Ragtime. nice ending. Okay, let's go on with Chris Flagg with another lovely track, an original, called The Day We Planted the Apple Tree. Chris Flagg. Another lovely track from Chris Flagg. And now something different and more, let's say, rock. But to be fair, I liked the vibe and the idea of this song because we all need our freedom back in this moment, really. The band is called The Folks because it's like fool, but with the K and S at the end, so like folks, but with two O. So I think it's The Folks. And the track is called Sweet Soul Freedom. It's a classic rock style, clearly inspired by the Rolling Stones compositions, let's say. They are formed by French producer and songwriter Emmanuel Dron. This band is, let's say, an elite group of musicians from different parts of the world, with the lead vocalist Jamie Wilshire, guitarist Emmanuel Dron, as said, and drummer Andrea Picca, and bassist, bass player Charles Bertou. So let's enjoy this track from them. This is the Sweet Soul Freedom.
Sour freedom on a morning sun. You let me rise like a foal in a wild blind cage. I throw my voice on a paper inside a little clear box. I waited for the sunlight, but the clouds never cleared. I need to fly, take it high. I need to shine, to get light. I need some groove into my days, into my soul. Don't let time tell you the odds of the road. our freedom on a midnight train. You let me sweat like a dog until no time for my own. I cared for us as a whole with my hand in my heart. I waited for some good words, but I received no support. I need to fly to get high. I need to shine to get light. I need some groove into my days, into my soul. Don't let time tell you the odds of the road.
The Fuchs was really great. I mean, really inspired by, let's say, Rolling Stones style. But again, I like the vibe of the song and I like the concept of the song, especially now in this moments, in these times where our freedom is blocked because of this bloody pandemic around the world. But again, let's enjoy the music because the music's still gone and still has to go on. And I want to end up this journey with another super band, still from Canada, in particular, let's say, from Newfoundland, so far away from Newfoundland. I really like this band and I already played them over the previous shows. They are the Rum Ragged, and the song I'm going to play is called The Bark in the Harbor.
From the bark in the harbour when roaming on shore, stepped into a pub I oft time before, and as I stood a gambling, enjoying my glass, who chanced to walk in but a young Spanish lass. She sat down beside me, kept squeezing my hand, saying, "Sir, you're a stranger, not long to this land. You roam jolly sailor along with me to some lonesome spot no female can see." I quickly consented on with her to roam. She lives by herself in a neat little home. She's brisk, plump and jolly, her age scarce 19, and the name of that Spaniard, I think, was Irene. Fine summer's morning, our ship she set sail, and down by the seashore Irene she came, with her pocket handkerchief and wiping her eyes. "Don't you leave me, jolly sailor," were the words she did cry. When you reach this port in your old Newfoundland, think on the young Spaniard kept squeezing your hand. Oh, you will marry, enjoying your bride. Think on the young Spaniard who lay by your side. When you reach this port in your old Newfoundland, think on the young Spaniard kept squeezing your hand. And though you will marry, enjoying your bride, think on the young Spaniard who lay by your side. She lay by your side.
And this was the fantastic band, Ram Ragged, a really lovely band. Okay, we are arrived at the end of our journey today. I hope you enjoyed this eclectic journey. Let's say a bit more alt folk with a pinch of pop and a pinch of rock. So I'm a bit stretching my boundaries because, again, these days I want to give more space to the new proposals, to all the new releases from these courageous musicians who are still writing music and producing their own music. So I underline again, please buy music from the artists, because we do a lot of work here in promoting, etc., and we do mainly because we have passion for music. And I'm talking for myself, but also for all these radio broadcasters, so here at Radio Chaos or Blues and Roots Radio, they are doing a great job in promoting the music. So we go on because we love music. And if you listen to some artists and you really like them, spend €1, €2, $1, $2, whatever, to support their music is important, both financially, especially these times that they cannot really perform around, and psychologically, because you really think, okay, my artistic product is somewhere else, someone has it, and it's important for an artist this thing, that their work is really spreaded and they know that it's spreaded, because otherwise with this playlist, with this scrolling down of tracks from internet, etc., only that, what is left? But the music has to be kept, because you can listen and listen that again, and it's nice also to have like a physical CD with the whole package, with the pictures, with the story of the songs, etc. So I don't repeat myself again, but buy music. Anyway, thank you very much. I say thank you, thanks a lot to the fantastic Gigi, who is always with me. If you want to take part in the show, write us a line on acousticrootsrome@gmail.com. We are on Facebook too, Acoustic Roots Rome. You can go through our pages, so Radio Chaos Italy or Blues and Roots Radio. We are on Instagram as well, Acoustic Roots Rome. If you want, you can send over some musical samples. Please don't send any attachment, but links to your music is better. Otherwise, there is the risk that I cannot even open the email. Okay, say that. See you next week. Thank you very much to Radio Chaos Italy, who is hosting this program every week, and to Blues and Roots Radio, who is broadcasting us from the fantastic Ontario, Canada, both on Thursday and in repeat on Tuesday afternoon. So again, thank you very much. I am Francesca Romana. I wish you a wonderful week and see you next week from me and Gigi. Ciao ciao.
RadioChaosItaly.com